To the body.
I love those knees with Azizun throws.
Changing levels with that high kick. He's hurting him from every angle. But if he could just get one major shot, or at least do like a 4 or 5 punch combo in a row, that could close the door basically on the hopes of Garcia.
Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful jabs landed there by the Frenchman. Stance switch there for Azizun.
Almost came in with a elbow from the bottom. Come on, Azizun is now speeding up the pace. Finally, he heard him, and I think the finish is coming. And it was supposed to be a 79 kilo max bout, but Alan Taibi had a little bit of an accident. He came in the weigh-ins yesterday 3 kilos over. That's over 5 pounds over the agreed upon weight. So Alex Jean-Guillaume accepted to actually get the fight rolling, even though he was at a disadvantage. And that one was a real war.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he had to work for it. He showed great takedown defense. And even when he was taken down, like we're seeing here, he was right back up to his feet like a cat bouncing back up to attack. And here we see him go for that Kimura sweep.
What we saw in the match is that Alan Taibi only focused on one thing. Basically, he was like a wrestling machine. He did it again and again and again, trying to get Alex Jean-Guillaume down. Wanted to score as many points as he could, almost as a pure wrestler. But you got to understand, at the high level MMA, you got to be good in everything. You got to be good in striking, grappling, kickboxing, wrestling, and everything. But there was one thing that's really interesting is that the 2 major shots that we saw in the bout were actually from Alan Taibi. He scored one, as you can see, he scored 1 punch in round number 2, I think, and then you will see a little bit later on a spinning elbow in round number 3. That were the best shots of the matchup were for Alan Taibi, but the rest he didn't do much.
Yeah, he was just expending too much time and energy at trying to get takedowns that simply weren't there. Here we see once again brilliant takedown defense from Jean-Guillaume, and he gets a takedown of his own very, very easily. He recovered fantastically from that left hand that dropped him earlier. And just, you know, calm, composed, calculated. He just really showed that he can mix things up. But like we spoke about earlier, it's not just about having that one big weapon. How wide is your arsenal? How big is your toolbox? And tonight, Alan Taibi, it was, you know, he left a little something to be desired.
That's the spinning elbow we talked about, but Alex Jean-Guillaume just powered through it. And he's the one 5 seconds later that actually gets the takedown. So in the end, it was a split decision. Alex Jean-Guillaume did enough on our scorecards. For us, it was obvious, but it wasn't obvious on the judges on the outside. So in the end, he got the win, but maybe not the way he wanted it. But we saw a new Alex Jean-Guillaume tonight. I mean, he was more cool, calm, and collected than before. And maybe 2024 is going to be his year.
It's suitable, right? That we're in France, and Jean-Guillaume is aging like a fine wine.
Yes. Very nice. We are still live here in Dijon at the Sports Palace, the Palais des Sports. In this place, usually we have some basketball. Dijon is a very big basketball city. I think in soccer, they're in the worst division in the country. That's the Cup National.
Yikes.
Soccer is no good for Dijon. Basketball is, and mixed martial arts are 2 tonight.
Absolutely, Jibril Taslamant, a testament to that. But more though we see that spinning elbow, the less impact it seems to have.
You're right. When we saw it live earlier, we popped from our seat. But now we see it, yeah, nothing special.
Kind of landed more with the upper arm than the actual point of the elbow.
Maybe because we were so excited. That was the first elbow of the night, so maybe, yeah. It's really crazy.
I mean, I truly think that he seems to be destined for good things, Azizun, but, you know, even the best fighters in the world sometimes have a misstep. Let's take a look at the stats here.
Azizun at 5'11", way taller than the 5'8.5". Borja Garcia, more experience also with this international bout in Miami in the Combate Global. 25-year-old for Azizun.
Dans le coin bleu, 1m74, 61,6 kg. Une victoire, 0 défaite d'Espagne. El Águila, Garcia!
They forgot to put his no contest on the screen, so this is indeed his third attempt in the pro.
Et dans le coin rouge,
ranks.
1m83, 61,7 kg. 4 victoires, 0 défaite en professionnel. The Rainmaker, Azizun!
The tall man, the very aggressive Rainmaker, Anas Azizun from France, looking to fight away the international onslaught of Garcia. In the ring, Loic Pora, the third man in the ring, will be the referee of this one.
Okay, here we go.
Let's go, guys. 3 rounds of 5.
A pronounced height advantage resides with the Frenchman, Azizun. Almost looks like 2 different weight divisions, just seeing them next to each other here. But it's interesting what you mentioned, that Azizun wants to show that he's more of just a striker. I mean, let's not forget he won his pro debut in October 2019 by a 2nd-round submission. So, I mean, I feel like he established even then that he is more well-rounded than some might give him credit for.
You're saying he showed it already in the past?
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. He's putting on the pressure. He's the one moving forward. Slowly but surely, almost like a stalker, like a horror movie stalker.
Channeling his inner Jason Voorhees is the Frenchman, Azizun. Really pumping that jab out, faking the kicks, just trying to gauge reactions of his opponent, basically.
I love those little feints. That hip movement. Ooh.
Nice job there by Azizun. Doubles up high and then really cranks it up when he goes low to the body.
Especially moving to the side. I mean, the body movement of Azizun was amazing. Covering a lot of space on the right side of the body of Garcia. You see, always moving to the side.
Yep. And obviously, I mean, fantastic striking credentials for Azizun. 2018 WKU World Kickboxing Champion, won the 2018 Waco World Cup.
Yeah. Calculating the distance with that lead hand, and then just going on with a strong kick. It's going to be tough for Garcia to approach that man to break the distance.
And I do suspect that Azizun is trying to goad Garcia.
Oh, nasty.
Spinning back kick to the breadbasket, and Garcia might be a little hurt.
Yeah, he felt it, because he's backing away. Oh! The uppercut now with the elbow. The knee attempt didn't land.
They call him the Rainmaker, and he's making the strikes and kicks rain here tonight.
Oh, taking his time. Just, once again. I saw an elbow pass. And that,
Oh, nice combination there from Azizun.
Garcia is suffering. Garcia is acting as if he's okay, but believe you me, just his body language is telling another story.
Yeah, absolutely. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen. He was hurt to the body there.
Next thing's kick. I'm almost in a hurry to see that replay again.
And you can see,
look at the confidence of Azizun. It's really crazy.
yeah, absolutely. And on the other hand, Garcia, he's frenetic. He's stressed.
Oh! Another uppercut. Can't do much. He's kept at bay. He can't really hurt Azizun. It's just Azizun is picking him apart. See, he's just loading up that right hand.
Oh, and the takedown as well.
You see, you dominate the guy in stand-up and then take him to the ground. Show that you can do it too.
I mean, so far, Azizun is just cruising en route to a finish the way that he's fighting. It's borderline effortless, the way that he's competing right now.
It is. He's not even sweating. Confidence factor of Azizun. I told you he's a dangerous man. It was pretty obvious that, yeah, he's focusing again to go with that uppercut. Don't try too much or else you could be surprised by the counter of Garcia.
The straight shots will always connect before the looping ones. So far, though, I mean, the footwork, the movement, the shot selection, everything Azizun is doing is just on point. And again, you see?
He did it again.
And he throws that almost like a bolo uppercut.
Exactly, you're right. And the nose of Garcia is also telling a story. The elbow. And again with the uppercut. He really wants to finish it with that one. This dude's having fun. It's almost a clinic for him.
Another kick to the body lands there, and this is like a lion toying with its prey.
The Azizun party has started. And I told you before this one started that Hexagone MMA is hoping to make a star out of Anas Azizun, and with performances like this one, I think the message is clear. He is a dangerous dude.
Picture perfect spinning back kick there. Just the way that he throws these combinations together, switches between, jab, uppercut, elbow. He changes levels, he goes upstairs, then goes downstairs, then attacks the legs. Just a fantastic selection of strikes here from Azizun.
Is there one strike that he didn't do?
My bingo card is full, I'll tell you that.
The angles were insane, and he focused a lot on that uppercut. I mean, he really wanted to land it with a spectacular fashion. He even got the takedown, so dominant performance now by Anas Azizun, but the secret is to not be too overconfident, because it can open you up to making mistakes.
Oh, I mean, we saw in the previous round, Kladivova was dominating until she got caught, so, and anyone can get caught.
We're back now in round number 2.
And you can see Garcia definitely the wilder striker of the two.
The jab lands perfectly. See, you can't really hurt him because you can't touch him.
Yeah.
Too far away. Those kicks do nothing to Azizun.
I would not be surprised if Garcia's future resides in the featherweight division, because he does feel undersized here at lightweight. Oh, beautiful combination there. Capped up with a kick and goes high with the elbow. He's almost styling on him.
Look at that. He's becoming a little bit cocky now, Azizun.
I mean, it's almost like he's hypnotized Garcia and put him in a defensive shell where he can basically do what he wants, and Garcia is struggling to keep up. If I were in Garcia's corner, I would be screaming for a takedown, because clearly the striking, the range management, it's not working.
That won't lead anywhere for sure.
Well, neither is the striking right now.
No, that's what I meant. The striking won't lead anywhere, so the only solution for him is to try a takedown, but maybe he doesn't have those tools.
Oh, beautiful step in knee there as well. That was lightning quick.
Borja Garcia's weapons are usually his speed and his power, and we're not seeing any of it because basically Azizun is smothering him and making it impossible for him to even express himself.
Yeah, normally Garcia does like that overhand right, but I mean, he's just hitting air right now, and I think he does feel a little tentative about throwing that overhand with the risk of the uppercut coming his way.
He's always doing this little head bobbing, almost saying to Azizun, yeah, I got it. I'm in the match. I'm still in.
Yeah.
Not suffering too much, but
He connected with a right hand there that got Azizun's attention.
you see?
But you see, it's very wild strikes.
Oh, but those jabs, they do land 3 in a row for Azizun. Now dancing away. Not too cocky. Oh, 3 in a row.
Triple inside leg kicks. I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean,
beautiful.
it's like he's an overpowered video game character and he's just mashing the buttons.
Oh!
Huge front kick.
Front kick was nasty, and Borja still taking those shots like a champ. But at some point, he's got to go down. Those uppercuts.
Oh.
Jumping knee, the flying knee, and now he's suffering for real. The knee, again in the guard, but it's just too much. Garcia. See that little...
Yeah, he's constantly sort of nodding at his opponent. It could be ticks, perhaps, I'm not sure, but...
It looks like it, but...
Azizun, he's deep on the single leg, but he's not going to get it like that. Great defense there from Azizun. Slightly better now for Garcia if he can get a little bit lower. He needs to get under the butt of Azizun and try and pull the knees together.
That's what you wanted for him, to get to try to take down, to do his best.
Yeah, I mean, he's having more success here than he was on the feet.
At least he's not getting his ass kicked. That's
yeah,
also
and he managed to ground Azizun for, you know, at least a couple seconds. He's at least having some form of progress in the wrestling department. Not succeeding with a single leg takedown. He might want to switch to a double.
Hey, look at Azizun, not even, no sweat. Look at that. Very calm, just doing almost like a hard training session for him.
Yeah. A nice job there by Azizun. Gets an underhook there as well. For a while, it looked like Garcia was really starting to get the double underhooks, which could have led to a potential takedown, but Azizun recognized that, got an underhook of his own, and turned the tables.
10 seconds to go, round number 2, and he's gonna get a takedown right on, yeah, right before the end. Raining with the shots in the guard of Borja Garcia. Oh, end of the round. Okay, I wasn't sure the referee was saying, okay, end of the match, because I didn't hear the...
I didn't hear it either.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, well,
He survives one more round, Borja Garcia.
I think survive is the operative word here because he's having very little success. I mean, he's good. Heart of a warrior for sure, but heart won't necessarily get you the victory.
I think Anas Azizun managed to cut away the wings of the eagle.
Yep. El Aguila flies no more by the looks of things, or not tonight anyway.
You know, I think those little nods is just a way of him for saying, yeah, I know what's going on, I understand, I'm still in it. I don't think it's a tick. It's more like I still want to fight. I'm still, you know, it's a message he's trying to send, but it's not a real one.
Oh, that was an illegal strike.
The referee actually said something to him.
Yeah, I saw that he said something to Azizun, but I didn't see the actual strike. But that was a straight up illegal elbow to the back of the head.
The Garcia clan did not complain about it. Strangely. Third and final round in this bantamweight matchup.
Well, can the Spaniard Borja Garcia pull a rabbit out of the hat here and challenge
No.
his inner magician? Probably not.
That's my answer.
Azizun almost hurting Garcia to where he wants him to be.
But I got to tell you something, Sebastian, is that if I was in Azizun's corner, I would tell him, okay, now you played a lot with your prey for 2 rounds. Now you got to finish it. If you want to have the heart of a champion, you need some finishes on your record. So speed up the pace, and stop playing around, and get the KO or the sub.
You know, I'm really inclined to agree. You really hit the nail on the head, Roselian. We've seen that Azizun is the dominant fighter, but can he get the finish as well? That's really imperative. Finishes at the end of the day is what gets you the big bucks. It's what gets you those big sponsorships. Ooh, another uppercut, yeah.
You see how he's playing around almost like a cat playing with a dead mouse? Oh, nasty knee to the body.
I love those knees that Azizun throws.
Changing levels with that high kick. He's hurting him from every angle. But if he could just get one major shot, or at least do like a 4 or 5 punch combo in a row, could close the door basically on the hopes of Garcia.
Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful jabs landed there by the Frenchman. Stance switch there for Azizun.
Almost came in with a elbow from the bottom. Come on, Azizun is now speeding at the pace. Finally, he heard him, and I think the finish is coming. Yeah, and I think the referee has seen enough. It's just a accumulation of the shots. It was not one major shot that stopped it. It was just that, okay, we had seen enough.
Death by 1,000 cuts, right? That's truly what it was. Just slowly breaking him down piece by piece. That was utter dominance. I mean, that was just a landslide victory there for Azizun.
He's going to be a man to follow this year and the next, because we have an undefeated fighter, stylish fighter, and a guy who's going to come in for a title very soon for sure. Great performance. It was kind of written in the stars, but Azizun climbing his way to the top. 5-0.
Yeah, remaining undefeated.
Make it rain.
Oh, he sure made it rain, and he made Borja Garcia drown in it. He made sure that eagle couldn't swim. And here we see those are some beautiful jabs there by Azizun. It seemed like he landed almost every jab he threw.
Yeah, we should check the percentage of landing shots, but I mean, the #1 weapon was that uppercut. He tried it again and again, and also those knees, and also everything. You're right, the jabs, and even the spinning heel to the body. Borja Garcia being used as a human punching bag for 2.5 rounds. Got somebody special that we made you discover here tonight with Anas Azizun.
Le vainqueur par TKO de Rainmaker, Azizun.
As classy as Okada. The bantamweight division by Anas Azizun.
Avec Anas, après cette magnifique victoire, vous avez
Had a great
parfaitement
victory.
géré cette rencontre. Ancien champion du monde de kickboxing.
You were a former kickboxing champion, and we really could see it in what you did with your prey tonight. Yeah, he took a lot of heavy shots, so I want to congratulate Borja. I'm not going to talk a long time. It was a great chance for me to box in France, because usually I fight in the US. But you know, I'm French, and I like to fight in my home country. So thanks to my opponent, and thanks to everybody, thanks to my sparring partners, my coach, my team. Of course, my sponsors too. I got a lot of them. It's really nice to be finally followed by a lot of fans. My friends and my family that came in tonight. My mother and my father that are here also tonight.
Là, juste après, c'est à mon frère Otam. Donc, avant que je continue à parler et dire quelques trucs, faites un max de bruit, s'il vous plaît, pour Tam, mon frère Hipok, juste après.
The crowd to make a lot of noise for my brother, Tamerlan, who's going to be fighting in the next fight. He's going to need your support. So that was your fifth victory without any defeat. So what's next for Anas Azizun?
Alors là, moi, ce que je recherche,
so what I'm looking for, I'm getting better and better. So now I want a belt. I don't even know who's the champion in Hexagone at that weight, but I want the belt. And I'm coming very quickly. I'm accepting the challenge before the end of the year for sure. I want the belt. I don't really care about who my opponent's going to be. Even if the guy tonight was only a 1-0 fighter, he was a solid fighter, and I still managed to smother him. I listened to the game plan and I followed it, and that's why I won. And of course, happy birthday to my coach's niece. And I want to remind everyone that whether you win or lose in the cage, some things are way more important in the world. Talking about the war between Israel and Palestine and the genocide in Congo. So it doesn't really matter, we're all human beings. We all want to live in peace. And I'm behind Palestine and Congo, countries who are suffering these days. And that's all I had to say. We're all human beings. We need to stay together.
A great message of positivity there from Azizun.
Azizun forgot there's also a war in Ukraine.